Hi everyone, it's me Kaisa, aka Ava. I'm back with another Twin Flame Collective Dream Message. This one was a little complicated for me to decipher because there were two messages in it. They were like, oh, let's trip her up, try to trip her up a little bit. She can do it. There's a message in there for me personally, and then there was a message for the collective. So I had to decipher that. It's taken me 2 days, but hooah, I did it. I also want to put an alert or warning in the beginning of this message to let you know that there will be a segment that is of adult content involved. So if you have younger children around listening, you may want to take that into consideration before you go any further. All right. So also with this message, I would like to just alert you that I may step on some toes, but again, this is not me. This is spirit. This is universe and what they're trying to tell you. Sometimes we have to take the medicine that doesn't taste so good. That's for our best interest. That makes us better. That helps us heal. So please do not try to say, well, this is me in judgment. This is me in ego, because I'm only the messenger, a messenger of truth. I'll get right to it. Practice does not make perfect. Okay. We learn through life that if we keep practicing it, something will get better at it. Well, that's true. Even with bad things that are not in our best interests. Okay, so if we keep practicing the wrong thing that's not for our greatest and higher good, we're going to just keep getting negative results and bringing and surrounding ourselves with negative energy and low vibrational energy and things of that nature. So some of us, and I'm one, I was guilty, was strong and so strong in my religion, there was no way I was going to give this up. Some of my beliefs, because I was like, well, Muslim doesn't believe in this. Hinduism doesn't believe in this. Buddhism, whatever, doesn't believe in that. Well, it taught me that sometimes I need to release all those beliefs and just open myself up to knowing and truth. Okay? So my practice of my religion was restricting my growth. Something to think about. Study long, study wrong. Well, that's same thing sort of. But this is in regards to overthinking. You keep studying something and you keep thinking about something, or you keep analyzing a specific topic, especially with this twin flame stuff. You think about it, you come across a decision, then you're going to analyze the decision. Then you're going to analyze the decision of the analyzation. And then it just just repeats itself, and you don't get anywhere. No action is taken. You end up you have completed a whole 360-degree circle. Okay? That's not going to work. This is the time, this is crunch time. Okay? These things, universe wants us to fix. Okay, I'm using the word fix. A lot of people are like, there's nothing wrong with you or whatever. I'm not using it as something's wrong with you. But if there's a situation that is restricting your development and your growth, you need to fix that. If there's something that's broken, and we were broken, a lot of us are broken, or we wouldn't be here. Okay, let's just be honest and put it out there for what it is. A lot of us are broken. We were broken through many incarnations and received so much hurt and pain and all of that until we just don't seem to understand that we were broken. Okay, so we got to release all that and let it go and stop thinking and make a move so that we can free ourselves from these chains of anguish and previous turmoil. Okay. The point of no return. A lot of you know that expression from flying. Okay. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to explain it to you real quick. The point of no return is when a plane is flying to a destination. And this destination may be, let's just say, 10 miles. Okay. And in these 10 miles, you only have enough fuel in this tank for those 10 miles. Okay. So, there's a point where, which would be midpoint, 5 miles. Now, once we reach 5 miles and get to 6 miles, there's no point of return because we only have enough fuel left for 4 miles to return home. We still have to go another mile. We would need to refuel. So that's what the point of return expression means. If you don't know, you can Google it and look more into detail for it because that's not what I'm here for. But I thought I would throw that explanation out there so that you would understand what I'm talking about. We're at the point of no return with this journey, this twin flame journey. It's like we've come so far. Many of us have been on this journey for years. Now, I myself have been on this journey for 38 years. I know. One day I will take the time and explain it for anybody who wants to know. But you would have to let me know if you're interested. I'm not going to just tell you because I don't find that necessary. But we've been on this journey so long till we must take time and understand that we have to do change. Okay? We can't keep going along. We at a crunch time right now. And it's at the point where the universe is like, okay, we've got to get them moving now. Okay, let's go. Push. So there's a lot of extra purging, more and more so. I mean, this year, if I remember correctly, there were like so many planets that were in retrograde simultaneously, if I'm not mistaken. And it's the most in like ever. And who ever heard of anything like that? All right. So we must continue push forward. There is no going back. All right. Tired of repetition. Okay. Some of the topics that I'm going to be speaking about today, I mentioned before, but it's because universe and source are like, get this message to these people. Some are still not listening, some still not getting it, some still not hearing what you're saying. So I'm going to keep getting these messages and this information and advice repetitively, and I'm going to keep putting it out there as I get it. So don't think it's me saying, well, she's just saying the same thing over and over again, because it's not me. Again, don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Here we go. Twins in separation. Well, I'm assuming you're all in separation, or else you wouldn't be listening to me right now. You're probably already, if you weren't in separation, you would be working on helping other twins and working on your mission already. But this is for all twins in separation. There will be twins finally getting into Hieros Gamos, or sacred spiritual union, and or feel like a cat in heat. Okay. What that means is the divine partnership is so strong in spirituality until it involves some things of a sexually spiritual nature. In etheric worlds, we will be uniting with our partners, our twins. And sometimes you'll just feel a gust of, this is very delicate. So I'm not a person that likes to discuss sex and all these things. So just give me a moment with this. But you'll feel like you're just walking along, you're not, doing anything. And all of a sudden you'll have this feeling of an orgasmic feeling or sense of arousal. And the thing is that your twin and you are, so, getting busy on the other side, or, spending time together. Sometimes it's because your twin is thinking about you sexually as well. So it can happen anywhere, anytime. It has happened to me. And I'm speaking from experience. It has happened to me. And I was just casually pushing a shopping cart in the grocery store. So those of you that have experienced some sort of random arousal out of nowhere, now you know what it is. And you're not alone. So, we could talk about it in the comments below if you wish. So there's nothing wrong with that. You will be contacted by a blast from the past. Drop them like it's hot. Trust me. Okay? Block and cut the cords to all volatile, toxic relationships, from family members to allies, if need be. An enemy can't get to you. So you think about that. You keep your enemies, you know that they're out to get you, so you're going to automatically keep your guard up, right? But if you have friends, you're going to say to yourself, I can trust my friends. I can trust my family. But if your friends and family are still 3D based, they're not going to understand that. That ego is going to stand in the front line and it's going to look at you and place you under attack. So whenever you make this decision that's going against the grain or social ideals of what they're accustomed to in the norm out here, then be prepared. Now, as far as the blast from the past, that means all your previous karmic friends, relationships, or old boyfriends, girlfriends, or regular friends. They're meant to come into your life at this time right now to catch you off guard, to put you back in ego mode, to put you back into starting over into the matrix and forgetting about your inner zen. Okay, I call it energy, which is INNERG. Think about that. It's a play on words. ENERGY is your INNERG. Your energy is energy. Okay? Getting back to what I was saying though. Be prepared. Okay? They're going to try and knock you off that horse. You know how you sit on those, you'll see those rodeo type bucking mechanical bulls and stuff, and they buck you and everything, trying to get you off. That's what's happening. You stand strong, you hold on tight, and don't let go. All right. There's no looking back now. Full steam ahead. The future is filled with abundance. I keep saying this because I keep seeing it. Okay? Just trust. Now, I know a lot of you are like, well, the situation I'm in is everything. Well, start thinking about that. A lot of you are financially dependent upon your spouse or your partner. You must find a way to make a change in that. Okay? And if you ask universe to help you, think about this. If they just decide to up and leave you out of nowhere, These are for people in karmic relationships, not just twins in separation. But if they decide to just get up and leave, understand that was your greatest and highest good. If they're your bread and butter, then let's get to the legal system and make sure that they didn't leave you high and dry with no rights. You have rights. I'm not going to discuss that right now, but get to researching and start studying about your rights. Okay. A lot of you are stagnant. Stuck is an excuse, not a phase. Okay. I'm going to repeat that. Stuck is an excuse, not a phase. Okay. If your situation is not moving, you're not in communication, you're not any more advanced in your spiritual studies or anything like that, what is it that you're waiting for? Okay. What I want to know is, what is it that you're waiting for? Now, this is not something I'm promoting, because I don't like to promote myself, but I'm just trying to help everybody as best as I can. So if you have a problem with being stuck, then just, work on your inner knowing and realize that you have to work on your inner child. There's something that you must relieve. And don't tell me, because I've had a lot of people come to me and say, well, I did all that. I don't mean any harm, but ego and psychologists and psychiatrists, unless they believe in the spiritual system, they're not going to be able to help you. When I say inner child work, I mean the inner child from all your incarnations. And psychiatrists don't believe in that. Most of them don't. Most psychologists don't believe in that. Most of them don't. So you heal. You may be trying to heal and stuff from this incarnation, but that doesn't mean you're healing things from previous incarnations and inner child work from those. Okay, stuff you born here with. You brought it here with you in this incarnation. Okay, so that means that you need to study that. We need to dig deeper. So if you want to know how, you can just, contact me and I can help you, or look to some other person. There are people out there that do past life regressions and Akashic records and things too. So, I'm not the only one that could do Akashic records. Okay. So there are some that are gifted with that as well. All right. Rewritten timelines. Just as you create that parking space with positive energy, you can stand in your own way of reunion with negative energy. Okay. You know how you drive into the mall, or you ride down the street and you need a parking space before you even get there. And then you say, "Oh, thank you, parking angels." It's not parking angels, it's you. But I'm not going to get into that either. You set the intent out there into the universe with positive energy, and you're not even aware of it. Your higher self was like, "Okay, we're going to park right here." And then when you got there, it was there. Okay? So just as you can put your positive energy out there for that parking space, you can put out negative energy that will stand in the way of your own reunion. So if you keep saying to yourself, "Oh, I'm not going to get into you. You're not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that, and I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not going to happen." Then what are you doing? You take 2 steps. You take 1 step forward, and you're positive and everything, and then you let that low vibrational energy come step right in and make you go 2 steps back. You got to stop doing that. You have no trust. You got to trust. You got to have faith in the process, universe, yourself, and source. I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this. I know you're going to be to the point like, "Oh my God, there she goes. She's going to say it again." Yes, I'm going to keep repeating myself because you don't know what it's like. Let me cut through this real quick. Okay, you guys have no idea what it's like those of you that don't do this type of work, but I know the ones that are out there that do this kind of work, what it's like to have them pressing on you for this urgency. Tell them, push, and they pushing you to do this. You just don't know what it's like. You could toss and turn all night, and then they'll just be like, you got to do it. Did any of you see that movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and the guy who was murdered in the story kept singing this annoying song because she's the only one. She was a medium and psychic, and he was on her every night until she would take the case to, about his murder, and go to his girlfriend that was still alive, which is Demi Moore, and would be until she did. He sang this song, and I can't remember the name of the song for the life of me right now. And as a walk-in, that happens. Okay, that's just something else to let you know. Memory and recall and stuff just disappears. But at any rate, though, he kept singing this annoying song all day, all night, wherever she was. He just kept following around until she took this case. Can you imagine how annoying it is? Some of you are parents, and let me tell you something. You have that parent hearing or parent listening. Sometimes you learn how to tune out your kids. You can't tune this out. You cannot tune out when universe is telling you, you got to do this. You have something to say, you must do it. We're telling you to do it. Okay. Okay. As I spoke earlier, update your rituals and restrictive beliefs. Discard old beliefs and set yourself free of social ideals so you can grow and develop. Accept change. It's not going to hurt you to change. And that's what we're here for, to show the world that social ideas have been placed upon us. That religion was created by man. Okay, so man decided to take a little bit of this and say, you know what, I like this of this part of a religion, and created a new religion. And then said another one come along and say, well, you know what, I don't believe that. So, excuse me, I'm going to only say, I'm going to take this part right here. So try opening yourself up a little bit. Open up that mind and, allow yourself growth. Okay. Some of you must move stagnant energy by getting back into nature or physical activity, like it or not. Those you couch potatoes, go sit, bring your laptop or your tablet and watch stuff outside. You can do Hulu for your programs you watch. You can do Netflix for the programs you watch, or Amazon Prime, things of that nature. You can go outside and watch them. Go to the park. Get yourself out there, because a lot of you must do this because the energy is not moving around. Again, don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Some are idly waiting for your knight or fair maiden. All right. It was shown to me that a lot of you twins are just sitting around waiting for your twin to come to you and rescue you. That's not how it's going to happen. Okay? And it was shown to me, and this quote from the Bible was given to me in regards to this. Through the window, she looked forth. The mother looked out a window and cried through the lattice, "Why is his chariot so long coming?" That's Judges 5:28 from the Bible, King James Version. Okay. Looking out the window and waiting for your prince to bring you your glass slipper and all that stuff. That's not going to happen. It's nice to dream that way, and yeah, we can create stuff, but we're not going to create that. Okay, that's just not going to happen. I don't care what they say about manifesting your twin. If you're not doing any work, if you're not doing the change to be the prime example of what unconditional loving light is, it's impossible for you, your twin, to have reunion. The only way to manifest your twin is to do the inner work. See what needs to be released. See what needs to be healed. See what things in 3D need to be fixed or corrected. Okay? Check in. Check in with your guides. Check in with your higher self. Check in with your inner knowing. Those of you that, have advanced that far. All right. Awakened twins are the white piece players in this game of chess. I'm going to repeat myself. Awakened twins are the white piece players in this game of chess. Okay. In the game of chess, there's white pieces and black pieces. White moves first. Okay? Now, I say this because our twins the unawakened twins cannot do anything unless we make the first move. Okay? You'll see there's a lot of twins, if you'll notice. There are twins that will procrastinators. Okay, so they're just waiting around. Well, while you procrastinating twins are sitting on the couch complaining about your twin not doing anything, they only marrying what you doing. What you doing? We have to start taking ownership of our own responsibilities and ourselves. Okay? They can't do any more than you can do, that you do. And to complain, I hear a lot of these twins complaining, well, why do we have to do all the work? That means you still don't get it. If you're complaining about the work you're doing, you're still not getting it. I'm going to try and calm myself for this. We must search within, self-love, self-esteem, self-worth, and do all of that for ourselves. Until we learn our lessons, that's us making the first move. We are the white chess pieces. We must make the first move so that they can move. A lot of times, the universe won't allow them to do anything and purposefully keep them sitting on the couch because you're not getting off that couch. Okay? So, when you get off the couch, they get off the couch. Put the mirror in front of you. What's the mirror doing? If you look in the mirror and you sitting still, what's your image reflection doing? The same thing you doing. So take that into consideration as well. Stand up and not only take notice, but be noticed. Don't be subjected to the abuse of disregard. Okay. We as awakened twins have a lot of healing to do. You know why we have a lot of healing to do? Because in order for us to help others, we must have already experienced all of that. We can't, it's like, I have a pet peeve about psychiatrists or psychologists that don't have to have experienced the trauma that they're trying to help others heal. I personally think that unless a person has been sexually abused themselves, should not be trying to help someone else who's never been sexually abused when it comes to psychiatry, psychology, because that was a physical invasion. No matter what, once you work with the mental thing, it still doesn't help heal the physical. The physical part of intimacy and things of that nature will trigger the mental thought. A person that needs healing needs more than just empathy. Okay? A person that requires healing can really, really be healed if they know that the person trying to help them has experienced it. All right. So in the situation of abuse of disregard, okay, you're in these relationships, or no matter what they are, family, friends, or whatever, if you're talking to someone, or if you ever notice, start taking notice of who surrounds you. Do they pay attention to you, or are you in their lives just for their benefit? See things for what they are. Pay attention to your dreams, their premonitions, and messages from your higher self and guides. Journal. Get a piece of paper, get a journal, put it in the bed with you at night, or put it by your bedside table. In the middle of the night, when you complaining on Facebook about being up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you should be journaling the first thing that comes to mind. It's spirit, your guides, your higher self, universe trying to tell you something. Okay? Instead of doing that, center yourself. It's the most quiet time for you to hear them say something to you. Okay? So say, you know what is it that you need from me? What is it you're trying to tell me? And work from there. Embrace your feminine emotions. Get in touch and stop suppressing them. Okay. A lot of you, this is the purpose of this whole journey. Stop trying to bury your feelings. When you start crying out of nowhere for randomness, it's your body healing. It's releasing all that yucky yuck from previous incarnations of things you don't even know. So it's not depression. It is not depression. It's just been, allow yourself to cry. Okay? Take a salt bath. Light some white sage. And allow yourself to heal. Okay. Karmic relationships. Enough time has been wasted dwelling on the past. I'm going to say it again. Enough time has been wasted dwelling on the past. Universe is getting tired. They're standing there tapping with their arms folded like this and tapping their feet. They're like, what else do we need to tell them? And they're doing it through dreams and everything else. What else do we need to do to get them to pay attention and start this ball rolling? They talking about they want you to help. We want to help them, but they're not willing to do anything themselves as well. Asking for help and then giving them permission to intervene. You have to do your part. Don't put it all on universe. Okay? Because what can happen is universe will universe will step in, intervene. I'm just giving an example. Break up this karmic relationship and you still be in separation. Do you think that just because that they're going to step in the karmic situation and they're going to separate, or you going to separate in your karmic situation, and then you're just going to be in automatically or immediately in reunion? That's not how it works. Okay, you still have a whole lot of work to do on your inside, because you have to be self-reliant, and independent. You can't rely on another being to complete you. You must be complete within yourself. All right. Realize the truth for what it is and stop just going through the motions. Okay, let's be real. A lot of you in these karmic relationships, some of them aren't really happy situations anyway. We just gonna cut to the chase. You haven't been happy for a while. The minute you start thinking about how unhappy you are, it's all downhill. It's all downhill from there. Everything just feels like you just trudging along. You just moving along like time to make the donuts commercial. That guy was like, time to make the donuts. It's like, time to make this look like what's going on. I'm trying to make it through this relationship. And you know you're not happy, but you in it. You know why you in it? Because you complacent in the normality of it all. Or you're complacent because it's been going on for so long you don't know anything else. You're complacent in familiarity. That's the word I was looking for. It's familiar to you, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's in your best and greatest, highest good, does it? Not really. See things for what you are, what it is. Okay? Forget the fact that you have family and members and everybody, whatever. Let me tell you something. I know this is long already, but you know what? We sitting down and having a chat. This is what I'm doing. I'm talking with you, not at you, not to you, but I'm talking as a friend with a message from spirit. When my ex-husband left me, I couldn't understand what was going on. But I'm not going to get into the details of that. But in regards to what I'm talking about, when he left, my cousins and my family was like, what did you do, Ava? I said, excuse me? What you mean? What did I do? I didn't do anything. He left me to go off and do something else. Okay? I was married 20 years. 20. Okay? 20 years. And my previous partner, I don't like saying ex. It just doesn't feel right. But anyway, my previous marriage partner decided they wanted to do something else. But my family looked at me and said, what did you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. So prepare yourself.